What's happening, folks? Back with another reaction, back with some more Thompson Twins, as well as Luca in a perfectly inconvenient position down here. And the next track on Big Trash is Rock This Boat. So, okay, as a metaphor, rocking the boat refers to upsetting the apple cart, sort of throwing things into a commotion and thus making those who are comfortable with the status quo uncomfortable. And in a social or certainly political context, it could mean, going after those in power, or at the very least looking into things which you're supposed to turn a blind eye to or just accept as the way things are. It's usually the boat, though, so rock this boat, I don't know if that changes it. It certainly still invokes the more traditional phrasing and metaphor, but maybe it could be on a more personal level, the idea of, maybe being in a relationship and then rocking this boat means I'm going to shake things up. I'm going to, sort of alter the dynamics that we have here, and maybe the idea would be that the narrator, the person who is doing the boat rocking, wants things to be more symmetrical or maybe more asymmetrical, but yes, they are not comfortable with letting everything settle and remain as it is. So yes, if this is playing off that metaphor, my only guess is that it would be maybe on a more personal, one-to-one level. Let's see what it is in practice. This is Thompson Twins. The track is Rock This Boat, and it's from the 1989 album Big Trash. it's a fun tune, and it just has that vintage 80s sound, although, again, it's roughly the end of the decade. Nevertheless, I think I was onto something. I think this is taking place on a one-to-one level in a relationship where the narrator, he doesn't want to just float. He doesn't care for idyllic paradise. He wants to actually put the relationship to the test and push it and prod it and press his luck. Like, he's aware he's pressing his luck. He's aware that he might go too far, but he doesn't want to just like, well, everything's settled and I'm content with that and it's the best we can hope for. It's like he wants to know how authentic, how willing to endure stresses is the other person's love for him. And so he's going to risk it all, essentially, to see if it's worth it, to see if the love can withstand all the pressures and rocking that he's going to put it under. So you can question the wisdom of that. You can, maybe wonder whether that's really fair to do to someone, especially if you are in a good place and you both kind of know your rhythms and so on. But I do see the logic that, like, well, are we together just because it's convenient and comfortable? Or are we together because through thick and through thin, through the ups and downs, through all the challenges and the calm periods, this is really meant to be. This, we're a good fit no matter what's happening. So it's like he wants to find out the answer to that question, and he's willing to maybe break the relationship by trying to bend it and rock it and poke it and see if the other person is still going to be there at the end of it. So yeah, it's a bit of a wicked song in terms of the emotional intent, but he's not being sneaky about it, right? Like, he's declaring up front and very clearly, I'm going to rock this boat, and if you're still here when the waves have calmed a little bit, then maybe it's all the better that we've gone through that. So yeah, it's a really interesting one lyrically. Sonically, again, it has a classic 80s sound. The bass is pretty funky and just grooving away. There's some like high melodic shimmers at the top of the track. Vocals in a good place, not belting crazy, not soft and whispery, just kind of in the normal melodic range, but fitting the sonics quite well. So yeah, no complaints there. And yeah, it's like maybe not an all-time classic, but there's nothing bothersome about it. Like, it just works, I think. So yeah, and admittedly, like, the sonics in a song like this where my brain is able to follow most of the lines pretty clearly, sometimes I get keyed in on the lyrics to the point where the sonics are kind of an afterthought, and on successive listens I might, I really do like that one moment of transition. I will say that, speaking of transitions, the lead into the chorus, like, I like how it gets a bit more energy, and maybe fire is too strong of a word, but it keys up a little bit right when it goes into the chorus, so I like that transition. But again, I was very laser focused on the lines and the themes of this one, which, again, I enjoy the songwriting here. It's clever, if emotionally atypical songwriting. I mean, sometimes you get songs about being very depressive, or like Morrissey's Miserablism, or you get songs that are like ultra devotional, maybe songs where it's devotional but there's heartbreak because the other person left, like Chris Isaac kind of stuff. But this one is something else entirely. It's like they're into the other person, but they're not going to take that for granted, and they're not going to just let the dust settle and, let's just keep what we've got and, not shake things up. So I do enjoy that. Let me know what you think, and I will see you for the next one. Peace.